Why, hello everyone, welcome! Welcome back to PlayFrame and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Our preparations are complete, I think, and we are ready to take this fight upstairs. Or at least so I am told by the people who've been doing all the work and actually understand technology. So, Claude, let's go check in with everyone and get this operation started. I had to start pretty far away from town, else I couldn't get even a little bit of the mountain in the shot. You understand. Okay, I'm here. I'm ready. Worry not, my friend. I'm quite well. Let us ask Master Chai where things stand with the Talos. In a moment. First you.
The Exarch is back, thank heavens. And it seems the sea breeze did him a world of good. I do hope you managed to get a spot of rest as well.
A little bit. Kind of. Almost. Sort of. Later. Judging by the portentous look in his eye, Chai-Nuz has something important to tell you. Lay it on me. Right. So while the two of you were away, I received word that everything's in place. Meaning, we can proceed with awakening the Talos. Once we imbue the magic, it will stir itself and immediately carry out its designed function. Namely, taking Mount Gulg in its grasp. Derman, we may be certain that Vauthry will not look on in idleness as we beat a path to his front door. Once our plans are set in motion, there will be no turning back. So see to your preparations as meticulously as you may, and I'll give the order to proceed as soon as you're ready. Well, I think I might be ready. Any last words of advice? I did everything I could. It will work. It will. I hope it will. I hope it will too. That'd be great. Give the word, and I'll relay the order to awaken the Talos. Very well. Engage! Very well. Let us begin. Let's do this thing!
Word from the Exarch. All is set on his side, and we may proceed when ready.
Well, we have sufficient stone for our needs.
Likewise, preparations for the imbuing have been made according to thine exacting instructions.
Then you need only say the word.
Let us begin. See that everyone is in position. We shall catch Vauthry, mountain and all.
Goodness.
Here it comes! not lost your touch, you clever old bugger!
Do you see what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain.
Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
Vauthry marshals the Eaters to his defense. This was only to be expected. We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice. Is that?
Yeah!
Such heartless thing our sapling is, cold and cruel and heartless! Summon us in times of need, we expressly said, yet what should we find but the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name?
Well, we're in trouble again.
Yes, we may also have said that we Fae folk have no interest in the struggles of men. But if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to his aid. Of course we would. What are we to do with him? We are so very, very sad. You will play with us. Cheer us up again!
Okay, sorry. Well, I think they are mad at me. Almost certainly, but thank you all the same.
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept their help. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gulg and be ready to make the ascent.
Aye, aye. Well, look at that. Goodness. Chinese, you made a bridge. My compliments to the chef. Is there anything you can't do? A genius is what you are, old boy. A genius among... And I've played my part. The rest is up to you, Lord, now. Carry on. I'm glad you got your confidence back for this exact moment.
Take care, do you hear? Make sure you all come back safe and sound, or I shall be most upset.
And I would not want that at all. I'll see that everyone else is a safe distance away. Go and join your comrades, my friend, and focus only on reaching Vauthry. Come what may, we must prevail this day. You got it. I'll do my very best. Come on, Claude. We've got prevailing to do. Gang! Are you ready for the big fight? There you are, Dermot. And there you are. It's time. I know. Vauthry cannot hide from us now. Shall we? Well, everyone's so to the point, except for one of you. 'Twill not be long before the Sin Eaters mark our presence. We must expect fierce resistance. Never change, Urianger. All right, I'm ready. Everyone is here. Good. The Talos has taken hold of the mountain. As planned, we'll use its body as a bridge to reach Vauthry's sanctuary. The Sin Eaters will make us work for every Yalm, of course. But we'll carve a path through their ranks and meet with their master, regardless. Last one, there's a rotten egg. Doesn't seem like quite enough for this big moment, Derman. Let's do be careful, but half of the people in this group wouldn't listen to me no matter how many times I told them that. For the first! And now it is time for our next dungeon. Who to take with this time, though? That is going to be a tricky choice. We got everybody here. I'm kind of thinking Y'shtola, Urianger, you've both done a lot of coordination work for this effort this time. And we need one more damage dealer. Well, I'll figure it out. Let me get the description up in the meantime. Mount Gulg. Toppled from his seat of power, Vauthry, the final Light Warden, has fled to Mount Gulg, whose fiery summit now hangs in the firmament, beyond his enemy's reach. However, with the aid of the myriad peoples of Norvrant, you succeed in building a gigantic Talos that rises to take the volcano in its grasp. Using the golem's rocky body as a bridge, you begin the arduous ascent to your quarry's newly built paradise, there to put an end to the tyranny of light. Yes, indeed, and I think I've now chosen our squad. I think Reen works pretty well as our last little damage dealer in the group. Either of the twins would have been a good pick, but I don't know, she seems important and relevant and all that, you know. Let's get in there! Here we go! And welcome to Mount Gulg, which is a real spectacle of a dungeon. Let's try to tank half decently. Thancred's gonna get real mad if I don't do a good job with Reen here. All right, come on, gang, let's go.
So it is you.
Hey.
You will not defile my new paradise!
We'll be getting a little bit of taunting along the way.
You underestimate me.
There we go. Onward! Keep climbing. Whoop. The Talos' hand! You missed, but good try. Get him! What the? Hey! Quit it. Focus on me, please. Y'all know who the tank is, you're just being stubborn. Forward! Whoop, more of them. Down you go. Onward! Whoa. Whoa. Yeah! A blow struck for all who suffered under you. Boy, quite a view, huh? Well, I guess not much to see down there, but still, we're high up. What a cool dungeon idea. Just climbing up a rock giant. All of you, come here. And you stop shooting at us. And you guys get better at dodging. Come on. You know how danger puddles work. You're professionals. Down you go. Yeah. Thank you. I think it's boss time. Yes. Boss number 1. What are you called? Forgiven cruelty. This isn't like before. This time I'll fight too. Sounds great. Let's get him. Ooh, a classic boss theme and everything. So, this boss only has a few mechanics you need to watch out for. That's one of them. Where it'll just fly up, charge up a big beam in front of it. Just don't stand in front of it where the big beam's going.
Here we go.
And I think it's about to do one of its other big ones, Typhoon Wing. You see these little cone bursts of air? Don't stand in front of those, and you're fine. Nice and straightforward. Oh, right, I almost forgot. There's a variant of Typhoon Wing that'll start happening, where not only do you get the cones, you also get these little pockets of wind on the outside. Those will have a little AoE of their own when this goes off, so gotta find a strategic place to stand. There, that's all you gotta worry about in this fight. Almost got it down. Almost. Come on. Be dead. Thank you, alright. Moving on and up.
No more running away.
Yes, please don't. We really need your damage output, or this is gonna take a very long time. There's that pack done. But now we have this weirdness to contend with.
Scurrying about my domain like insects! I will not suffer it!
Fight the wall. It'll draw you in. It'll do big conal AoEs like this that we gotta dodge. Guys, good dodging, guys. Great example to set. But that's okay. We'll manage. Maybe if I can stand over here, it'll aim at me. Yeah, okay, I can aim it away from them.
Be gone!
Save them from themselves. There we go. Onward. And further up. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Cool. We're getting higher up. And more of this stuff, though. Cool. Stuff's just building itself. All this via ethereal manipulation. Impressive. There we go. Next. Oh, this is looking pretty cool, though.
Come no closer! Filthy creatures!
Oh, another wall. And friends. Maybe if I can keep them in... Nope. Okay. Guys, do you think you could dodge this time? Hey, you did! Look at you! Good job, gang. They're learning. Finish it. Yes. It's pretty. Oh, come on. There you go. All right, boss number 2. This thing. Cube. Its form notwithstanding, I believe that is a Sin Eater. I think so, yes. Forgiven Whimsy. So you may be noticing that this big Doom Rubik's Cube has a similar number of faces as the floor. See the ones that just lit up? Don't be standing on the corresponding ones on the floor. That is the main gimmick with this particular fight. I don't know if I've really had much cause to mention it over the course of this playthrough. Well, I've had cause, I just don't know if I've ever mentioned it. If you actually pay closer attention to a lot of the arenas in this game, especially the floors, you'll actually notice more frequently than you'd think there are patterns and such on the floors that correspond to where different mechanics are going to fall, which can be very helpful for like figuring out where to position yourself. This one, like, it's pretty obvious. Oh, there's a little ring that somebody needs to stand in before the little ball falls. Same with this one. Or else the ball is going to explode and do a bunch of damage to everybody. These two know what they're doing. But yeah, obviously the floor pattern is very easy to follow this time around. And much more obvious, but it's also true in other cases. Okay, so next mechanic we need to watch out for. These are, I think, all going to do, yeah, donut AoEs around themselves, so gotta find a safe little nook to stand in. And you may have noticed 2 of those faces on the Rubik's Cube also lit up, which did do some AoE damage on the floor. So we're going to be needing to watch for both of these simultaneously. These spots will not be safe because those are about to get lit up and explode as well. So gotta pay attention to both. A little tricky, but not too bad. There we go. By my reckoning, it was an elemental made eater. There will be time to nerd out later, bud. Are you seeing this view?
I am righteousness, and righteousness will prevail.
If you're righteous, then why did you run?
Can't you do anything by yourselves?
The Sin Eaters partake of their master's power. Yes, he's buffing them. He's terrible, but he whips up a good dungeon. There we go. Come on, gang. We're almost through. Darn, this is a good dungeon. I don't know if it's my very favorite Shadowbringers one, but boy, it's up there. Oh, they're buffed again. Gang, save me. Thank you. Home stretch, let's go. With brief detours, hang on. I don't know about y'all, but I have no intention of coming back here. Oh, they're bigger. Big. Help.
Very well. If you will not be discouraged.
Oh. Mini boss. So those orbs that it's called in on all the corners are going to fire off beams from time to time, and it's going to slap the floor, which doesn't have a danger puddle. You just got to watch the hands. And the beams. Don't forget the beams. Almost, almost. Nope. Yeah, all right. Excellent. I think it's boss time, everyone. Consort of Sin. Forgiven obscenity. Okay. Everyone ready? Any thoughts before we go? Gang? Such ether. It could be a warden in its own right. Let's get it! This boss has quite a few more moves than its fellows. I don't know that I'll be able to call out all of them ahead of time. But fortunately, at least most of them are fairly easy to see coming, like standard danger puddle there. Although that one is going to be modified somewhat.
Stop them, damn you! I don't care what it takes!
Darn, I love his voice actor. Okay, so now we can see that this boss has been blessed by Vauthry and now is going to do a modified version where, like, that center danger puddle is not the only one. There's also a donut AoE that happens out. Okay, just don't stand in front of any of the big rings or diamonds or anything. Just don't stand in front of any of it. But yeah, now that the boss is charged up, that circle AoE is also going to do a big donut AoE kind of just outside it, and there's going to be a very narrow ring of safety in between them. So you just want to stand right outside that danger puddle warning and no further. Okay, now we got copies. That's the real one. That's the one we want to actually be attacking. Best we're able. It's possible that damaging the others would also help, but I usually decide to just play it safe and attack the one with the halos. Oh, okay. Here's a new one. So, these things are going to come at us. As soon as the orb reaches each ring, that ring will fire a big blast. So, you want to position yourself somewhere where you can kind of sneak between them before they go off. We're doing pretty good, though. Ooh, okay, here you can get a look at this now. Stand just outside it, cuz... Otherwise... lots of other danger puddle that does not give you enough time to dodge.
Give me strength!
Finish it, Reen! Very close. Good damage, though. Almost done. Yeah! Success. Well, all right. Good job. An eater that only makes the others fiercer. Lovely. No thoughts? Come on. I know you've got some big words. Come on. Share with the class. Fine. I feel it above. A powerful light. Yeah, I don't think we're done up here. It's the moment of truth. Vauthry awaits. He sure do. Let me declutter the screen a little. And let's take care of business.
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vauthry's hiding place.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your own heads? By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught ceaseless conflict. Had you only trusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free from the burdens of conscience and purpose.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us, that we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words. Peace for all, you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vauthry. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it. Everyone who stands with us has something precious, something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not another word! You presume to lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and Sin-Eater both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vauthry. We will hold the Eaters here. Come! Let's finish this!
Be right back! Yes, dungeon complete. But now we've a boss fight. And I am going to need some friends for this one, so let me assemble a crew. All right, a gang is assembled and I will introduce them once we're inside. For now, though, the Crown of the Immaculate. Traversing the body of the giant Talos, born of the collective hopes of the realm's peoples, you've carved a path to Vauthry's sanctuary. There you corner the unrepentant Vauthry, who declares his intent to expunge you and rule over creation as an immaculate being. At struggle's end, will man live a waking dream in a false paradise, or will he live a painful existence in a harsh reality, yet be free to follow his own heart? Beneath a blazing sky, the battle for the fate of the world will unfold. Yes, I am ready. The gang is ready. Let's get in there. Commence.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god!
Forgot how good this Trials music is. Listen to that piano go. All right. We are joined by our crew, and in a second I will have the... Hang on, just give me the... Okay, here we go. Tanking today will be Ellis, and thank goodness I'll just be a tank in name only. Our healers will be Termin, who is Power Ranger today, love that, and Zagra. And damage dealers here will be Skahan, that's very exciting, good action portrait, and Embe, and Kambida, and Nismith. Very good style, good portraits, good people. Love having you all here. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's going to be a good old time. Let's fight us a Vauthry. Boy, the style in this bunch. Impressive work. Get him.
Come, prepare for judgment. This will be a mercy.
That good music is very good. Great arena, lots to like. So right now, the boss isn't going to be doing anything too terribly scary.
To me, my servants, feast upon these villains and their foul sin.
All right. That is one thing, though, that I, as the off-tank, should take care of. We do have some ads who should, I think, be paying more attention to me. I think our main tank is doing a better job of ensuring that they aren't hurting other people. It's okay. I'm the camera guy.
Fine, if you refuse to die.
If the camera guy is pulling hate, then he's doing something terribly wrong.
I will strip you of the illusion of will.
All right, we've seen this before. Stand under the orbs, at least one person per orb, but also don't look the boss in the eye.
That will be your punishment.
Now, this health bar is going down pretty fast, you might be noticing. Surely it's not that easy. And no, he's not. Look out.
Suffer and know your folly.
Boy, I wish all bosses talked this much.
Why do you not fall?
Making my job easy. Relatively. We'll just get in some free damage here.
What? What is this? I see. This is the passion of my ascension. Very well. I shall embrace this trial.
The real boss is here now. And it has far, far more moves.
Feel my wrath.
And a heck of a look, I must say. So, here's one we want to watch out for. Swords drop down on the platform and start shooting beams every which way. Dangerous, but at least self-explanatory, right? But now, this is the other version of that move, where it's going to do this pattern that just sort of like rotates around the room. You know that thing I was saying earlier about how sometimes the floor gives you hints about where you might want to stand safely? If you stand right on that outer ring, you will be safe from that pattern. Here's another version of the swords move. Don't go back into the center yet. The swords are still here, and they are going to turn right around and zing back into the center. And they do not give you a lot of time to react if you don't know they're coming. That's most of the moves that we're going to have to watch out for, but now we're going to have to start dealing with combinations. Oh, and also this. An ad phase, where we want to take down the ads, specifically who are getting targeted with this tether beam. Because if we leave the tethered one too long, Vauthry is going to power them up, and they are going to charge the center enemy here. The more charges the center enemy gets, the more harm they're going to do to us with their big move. At the end of all this, with Immaculate Authority, you can see it charging up. But we took care of that super fast, so I think we're fine.
I shall excite the sin of your existence!
Oh, yeah. Boy, we had so much damage reduction going on there. In that moment, we barely felt a scratch. Uh-oh, look out. Find the safe spot to stand between all that. Oh. And I think one more round of it's coming. Yep.
Know your place!
Oh. Stack up. I'm helping. Technically contributing to the fight. Okay, now we got combinations to watch out for. Swords that are going to be shooting beams across the floor, and this spinny pattern. Which, again, so long as we stay on the ring, and then just watch out for those beams, we're okay. If you don't know about the ring trick, dodging that pattern can be very tricky. All right, this one will do less damage the further away you are from the center. We've almost got him. Finish it. Yes. Big kaboom. Yeah, we win.
I am all powerful!
Beautifully done, team. You did great and looked great doing it. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for assembling on short notice and doing a phenomenal job as you always do. Excellent bunch of people to play this game with. Highly recommend. But all right, the fight is won. Let's go see what happens. Good job, everyone. A dramatic transformation. The result of the Sin Eater within emerging to claim dominance, I assume. Your guess is better than mine. There lieth the last of the light. We've secured an escape route. Do what you must. Well, it looks like we missed it all yet again. With your powers, you could have done so much good. Alas. Is that Vauthry? I see. It's finally over then. Now night will return to all of Norvrent, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds. Upon speaking with Reen, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's been a while since we had one of these. It is recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Should you leave the area, you may return here by speaking with the sentry posted at the entrance to Mount Gulg. All right. Let's brace ourselves. And continue.
Why am I cast down? But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness. That I am a god. That is why I was born, as man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me, worshipped me. How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you. Help me. Damn you. I am your god.
Look! The sky!
Oh.
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathy, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal, one that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being. A king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Amazing. Before my Vauthry, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line should be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Yep. Hold it together.
Are you all right? Say something!
"12 forfend. He cannot contain the light. He's beginning to turn. Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time."
It's changing back.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch, what are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with him as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go!
You knew of this, Urianger. "'Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well."
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrent.
At journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
Well, now. We can remain silent, or call him by his name. Well, we do know him.
Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be. I placed my faith in you, let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now, halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
What do you intend to do? Or it was you who created Vauthry, wasn't it? I feel like he won't give much of a useful answer to this one, historically speaking, or he'll tell us the same thing he always kind of generally does. Broader objective. I'd like to hear his response to this one.
I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vauthry. Thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided he could contain and control the light. If not, then he, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing light wardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a Sin Eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into Sin Eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you, but before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Vauthry achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Exarch!
I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes. Till then, I bid you farewell. Eater.
Ah, finally.
I don't think even we are optimistic enough to think that. Let's just ask. What happened?
After you collapsed, Emmet's self vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable. You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it. nights like this all over. The whole of Norvrat is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
Well, that didn't go completely as good as I had hoped. Overall. But this has been a long one, so I think we're going to need to sort out next steps next time. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next week for some more Shadowbringers. Take care until then, everyone, and goodbye.